I think probably the trick is not like talking about it and just like going into it and just doing it, because sometimes I lose energy talking about it and then it feels like I've done it because I've spoken it out, but I actually haven't done the stuff to make it materialize.
Very good point. Talking to yourself about it, like you've done it, but you haven't, and talking to others about it, trying to convince them of something you haven't convinced yourself yet. And then asking them for their permission and their approval when they don't even know what you're talking about. I always describe when I have my baby, they always say, and they do in the Native Americans and in many cultures, do not share your baby at the very beginning. Hold on to your baby a little bit until it's a little bit stronger. And this is the same, that's what a lesson I learned. You hold on to it until it's stronger, and when it's yours and you own it, then you can go. That was an excellent point.
It's just about feeling, knowing when you own it. Yeah.
You will know it with total certainty, because something clicks. You feel the strength. You can defend it. You visualize yourself and you say, I am happy, agile, confident, relaxed. I don't have to go, huh. So someone tells you something and you have to defend yourself. When you don't need to defend it, you have it.
I think you described, I guess it's the energy at the moment, because I'm also experiencing the same thing, like trying to surf the wave, or trying to not go after my dream as the way I thought they should be, but to allow the universe to guide me. And it's not the straightest path. The path that opens up are not what I thought it would be. And for me, the greatest challenge is to humble yourself to these doors that are open, because they are not what you think. And I think for me, the most difficult thing is the ego. Like the ego really wants what she thinks she should get, and then not having it makes the ego really, really angry. And I think get to the point, like Anna said, the horse is no longer a wild horse. Maybe you were describing this feeling like your ego is in check. You don't have to, it kind of go crazy sometimes, but it doesn't override you and push you into directions that are not the best for you. Yeah, so I suppose this is how I see what you're describing happening to me.
It's very good how you put it. You put it very clean, very nice. So this is the work. So people think, oh, I want to get there. Yeah, but I want to get there. Well, you know what? You are not going to get anywhere, because you have to do this thing first. You are more on the earth than many people who say are on the earth, but are not taking time to understand the earth energies. I know there are laws of physics, 3D world, but there are also other laws, universal laws that maybe you don't see, but not for that they are less powerful, and they gel. And we want to work with the energies that gel. And do you want to know how you know it? Because everything around you is a mirror. I look at someone, mirror. I look at something, mirror. I don't like it. Look back in. Don't say you must change. No. What must I change? To change my mirror. It's a holographic universe. It's all in here and here. So when you get to the point that your mind and your heart align to that extent, that you hear between lines, and it doesn't matter, you don't hear words anymore, you hear feelings. You are tapping into such a deep global consciousness. I did not know you can actually tap into consciousness of groups. You could tap into groups of animals, specific animals. You could tap into groups of population. You can tap into a group of a school. Because when people come together, create a unit, even if it's temporarily. And I didn't realize, I thought you tap into individuals or the cosmic, general, global. But I didn't know there are in-betweens. If you can tap into individual groups' consciousness, you can mediate and negotiate things that other people can't, because you can translate where they are coming from. I can explain it to you because I just discovered it and I'm so chuffed and excited. I don't know if I'm coming or going. It's like, where did I arrive? Where is this new world? I've arrived at a new world. Where am I? Somebody explain it. I have to decode it because otherwise I can't explain it to others. But I don't imagine many people being able to explain it to me because I don't know if anybody's here. They will arrive. They will arrive. But isn't that exciting to know it's not something that comes from the mind. It's something that is asking for help. It's something that is put out there for anybody who can pick it up. That at some point in your life, you may drop everything and change your path. That's how powerful it is. And you can. It's so powerful you can. You can make a change of your whole reality and reorganize it in direction to this new calling. It doesn't matter if nobody else knows. Even if those few people know, that's all that needs to be known, because the energy is still put out there in the universe, and the universe knows everything. So you don't do it to get something in return. You do it because you know that it's a total alignment to your original contract that you signed before you came here. And you know it's taking you in the right direction, not knowing what direction that is. Isn't that walking in pure faith? Isn't that what we are wanting to get to? Abandon yourself completely in total belief that you are guided, protected, and looked after. Isn't that full abundance? Then you don't lack for anything, because wherever you need, it comes to you. I rest my case. It's only taking me 55 years. Bring it on.
Yeah.
No, but I promise.
Yeah.
They say life starts at 40. Physically, life starts at 40 because your Kundalini releases naturally and you have a new lease of life. But really, life starts at 50, I promise you. Everything else is just preparation. Preparing. It's true. And now you can live longer and you can live younger. So you can be 1995 and still be rocking. So who cares about time? Yeah. Am I right or not? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
More and more people are hitting 50, and I think all these people and all you guys, as you grow older, it's like a nice possible future to go to. I don't believe the earth will crack and die and burn and dissolve and evaporate, because earth has decided it won't do that. But if we want to work with the earth, we will be invited and allowed and permitted. And if we don't, we will be kicked our butts out of here and go somewhere else and keep on growing, but at a different frequency. So this is the choice we have to make. Do we want to work in a cooperative manner, following my own plan and adding to the global plan? Or do I want what I want, no matter the cost? And forget about what you miss out. You don't miss out anything. You no longer miss out. You are tapping into the path of higher potential. And that's what the path of higher potential looks like. Does it create a clear picture that you think people would want to put a name down and join the forces of the spiritual warriors? So I sell practical spirituality. It's a spiritual path, but very practical. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. That's why when Luciana said about the Trojans, I said, go for it, but this process or another process you can find. People want children to be free and take responsibility for the evolution and the education. You need to guide them. You got to put parameters. Nobody is born grown up. They are doing what they can. Yeah, but they are difficult. They are not difficult. They're just like not being guided properly. It's all about that. So I don't believe that there are difficult people. I believe there are maybe lost people. And once you guys, like me, once we find the way, you are self-maintained. You just come for a little bit of guidance and you go on your way, you're self-maintained. You don't need to be micromanaged. You are big people as you are. You already know everything. The soul is already grown. And that's why I treat people with that much respect. And that's how it should be, I think. Do you have any final comments?
Yes, like I agree, Anna, with what you said, like we are choosing a higher path. Personally, because I haven't been really involved, I'm still learning how to do this, like how to choose the higher path on a day-to-day basis. And so that's why I think I can speak to the struggle of it, because choosing the higher path on a day-to-day basis is really difficult, at least for me. And it's funny because I think it's also what the energy is asking us. Today it's the 9th of September, so it's a day where align, and when you choose between duality and everything comes together. And interestingly, today I made a decision, which is regardless of how things look on the outside, I will never be, I will always follow the energy, where the energy leads. Even if it leads me to a place that I don't want to be, I would never betray the energy, and I would never betray myself, because nothing worth betraying myself for. And I think it took a lot of me to arrive to a point where I can make such decision, because it means that my ego has to let go of a lot of things that it pride itself on. And the feeling of you are like not knowing who you are anymore, things that you're familiar, you need to let go of, ideas that you project into the future, they no longer seem to be valid. And these things, going through this thing, it's I think it's for me it's the only way to walk the higher path. I think for people like Anna, who has been doing this for so long, the switch is quite easy, like because you have just done it so long. But for people who are just starting out like myself, it's a lot of struggle to move the boulder, like to turn the boulder a little bit, and a little bit. So I understand why a lot of people struggle to do so. It is really difficult. But at the end of the day, I think this is still just a game. Like it's just a game we play with ourselves. Like behind all the pain and the decision and the crying and the release, it is still a fun game to play. Yeah.
Yes, very well put. Okay, so I love it. This is fantastic. I think we're becoming very clear. And if people listen to this, I think we're giving very clear parameters of something that really is very difficult to explain. So that's why I always like you when you give your version. So different people can tap into different one of us and relate to one or the other, the vocabulary, the expression, the communication. There is always a teacher and a student. You cannot always be everybody's teacher or everybody's student. So me, I release it. If someone relates, they relate. If they don't, they don't. We do it with the right intention and leave it out there. Thank you very much. It was great. I loved it.
Thank you, Anna.
And I'll see you this week.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, next week.
See you. Ciao.
Bye.